Get ready with me as I tell you what I can and cannot do while living on a cruise ship. For those new here, my name is Christine. I live on a cruise ship half of the year. My husband is staff chief engineer. I'm a former cruise director, but now I'm a content creator and I have jewelry collaborations with Dune Jewelry, Infinity Jewelry, and I'm traveling the world and telling you all about it. So let's get into what things I can and cannot do while living on a cruise ship. First off, yes, my food is free unless I go to a specialty dining. My housing on the ship is free. Getting my laundry done on the ship is free. So I think we got all of that out of the way. The things that I do pay for would be like Wi-Fi. I do tip my room steward. What else? And then anything I buy in the shops or pops or drinks, I pretty much pay either a discounted rate or like 50% off. So one of the main things that you need to know is living on the ship with my husband, I am considered like service staff. So I'm basically crew and guest at the same exact time. And I can do anything that guests do, except for a couple things. And some of you know what these things are because the last time I did this video, it was seen over 30 million times. But the first thing that I cannot do is gamble. No, that means bingo. I can't go to that either because it would look a little weird if I did gamble. Now, those of you that just watched the Amazon River cruise, my parents were on board for 2 months. My dad and mom went. They could gamble. They were sailing on friends and family rates, which is like half cost, and they could gamble. And dad even won, I think. The second thing that I've never ever talked about is excursions. Some of you might not know that I can sign up to take free excursions. And back when I was cruise director and I was on a very small ship over in Europe, I used to sign up for all of the tours. I saw all of Norway and England and Scotland and Ireland all on free tours. So basically I can sign up to host a tour. I would go down to like the crew area and they have a sign up sheet where it's like, hey crew, would you like to go on a tour? And I would basically escort that tour. So I would be there to like answer any questions or help any of the guests out. But I can take free tours. And this year in Alaska, I'm going to take advantage of that. I didn't do it last year, but this year I'm going to take you guys on a free excursion or two. So the third thing, guests always come first. Paying guests. So last contract when I was on board, it was the last day of the cruise and I had an appointment to get my hair done. But this lady desperately needed in to get a haircut. So the hotel director called me and he's like, Chris, can you give up your appointment? And I'm like, absolutely, because guests come first on the ship always. As a former cruise director, I always make sure the guests are having the best time, no matter what. I'm around, I answer questions. There are some people that probably think when I walk around all dressed up in my suit, they probably think I'm the darn cruise director, and I'm not. Nor do I want to go back to cruise directing. I love doing what I'm doing now. But also when I'm out at the pool, which isn't very often, but if I'm in a seat that's a desired seat for a guest, I will always give up my seat so that a guest can sit down. That also goes with the showroom as well. When Pete goes out, he always needs to be in his formal attire when he's going out or when he's going to a show. So if we're sitting like in a seat and there's no other seats, we will need to get up and we will need to leave the show and give it to a guest. Another thing you need to know is I can be in crew areas. Now I'm in crew areas. I don't film crew areas a lot. I try to give them their privacy for the most part. There are other content creators on here that videotape guests and they videotape crew. That's just not how I work. Just because I'm a content creator and just because this is my career doesn't mean that everybody I come into contact with needs to be filmed. If I am filming a crew member or a guest, it's because I have had their permission, or it's the back of their head and it doesn't count. Another thing you know, medical emergencies on ship happen often. And on our cruise line, where the age demographic is 50 and above, if you're looking to see someone film like medevacs and emergency situations and getting in other people's private matters that are sad, you're not going to get that here. I'm not going to be filming medevacs. I'm not going to be filming if something happens on the ship that is sad and should be a private matter. Not everything needs to be filmed. And I don't film for likes. I get likes because I film content that is good and that is travel related, and you can learn from my content. I am not going to post some video of someone being medevaced in their last seconds of life just so I can have a video go viral. So if you are following now for that sort of cruise ship stuff, you're not going to find it here. Also, something that you won't find on my page is making fun of guests. There are some people that like to get on a cruise ship and like to film other guests on their vacation, make fun of them, that sort of thing. I will not do that. Now I know my husband works on the ship and technically I can't do it anyways. I would get in trouble. But even if I was on another ship, I wouldn't do it. Because if I was on vacation and someone was filming me dancing my heart out, I would feel a little violated, you know? Then not everything needs to be filmed and you don't need to make fun of people. They're on vacation to have fun. I also won't be filming pier runners. And yes, there are pier runners. Well, not usually for our demographic of ship. They're not really running. But they will go fast on their walker or scooter, or they will walk very fast. Our demographic of ship is 50 and above. In Alaska, though, you will see a lot of kids because the kids are off. They're off of school right now. So in Alaska, you will see lots of kids. They'll go to the kids club. I know when I used to be on the Koningsdam ship, which was one of our bigger ships, we'd have like 2,600 passengers and we'd have like 400 kids on board. So there was a lot, but I do not film people's private moments. So at this point, I've got half of you still watching that are like, oh my God, she's putting on way too much makeup. It happens every time I post this video. Trust the process. It's good when it's done. But also you're probably wondering, so Christine, what are you going to show us? If we're not like videotaping medevacs and we're not videotaping pier runners and making fun of other cruisers, what are you going to show us? I'm going to show you cruise life. I am going to show you what it's like to be a girl from Iowa that never dreamt that someday she'd be living on the ocean, that she'd be living half her year on a cruise ship, and that she'd be traveling 24/7. All of us live different lives, and that's what I love about TikTok. You know, I can watch somebody that has 10 kids and, you know, cooking and doing all the family stuff at home. I don't have 10 kids. I can also watch another lady that lives in a penthouse in New York. I don't have a penthouse in New York, but we all get to peek inside each other's lives, and I love that. My life is not normal, yet I'm normal. Thousands and thousands and thousands of you have met me, and I can guarantee that I don't think there's anybody that has met me that will say that I'm any different off camera than I am on camera. I am what you get, what you see. Yeah, and I'm just a normal person with a non-normal life. So I'm going to be showing you Alaska and what it's like to live this life. Also, one more thing to tell you. I am not paid by any cruise line. I'm not paid nor endorsed by any cruise line. So when you see me doing videos, any cruise to Alaska is a good cruise. I don't care what ship you're on. It doesn't matter. Not every cruise ship is for everybody. Not everybody is going to like Holland America Line. Not everybody is going to like Norwegian Cruise Line. Find the cruise ship that's best for you. So please note, I am not paid by any cruise line. Hold on. Oh, by the way, when I put this on, everybody wants to know, this is Soar from MAC. I, and like every other content creator, use this. I've been using it for like, how many years? 8? Maybe 8 years. This lip pencil is the best. Soar from MAC. I'll also be showing you a lot of jewelry. I've got collections with Infinity and Athune. And I am going to be doing meet and greets every Friday in Juneau. Every Friday in Juneau and every Monday in Ketchikan. You can come see me and you can get a hug because I love giving hugs. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just need to put on mascara and then I think I'm done. By the way, I'm doing my makeup in the window. My home is right there. Literally right beneath us. Oh, and I broke my little travel mirror, so I need a new one of these. These are so good. But yeah, I just get to walk down to my home. I am so excited to show you guys Alaska. I've been to 109 countries. This is my favorite place in the world. And by the time we're done, I will have taken over 100 Alaska cruises. So I'm running out of time because 10 minutes is almost up. Bye, you guys. Follow along. It's going to be a fun